highlight of my 2021 was when I saw a video of my guest trending on social media. He was actually performing one of the biggest songs I like about an Amapiano driver. Car for home I love my car, and the way he said it, I mean the sequence of the thing, car for car Dada Hafco, yeah, the way he was dancing, it was so beautiful. I'm like, yo, this is what we need. I mean, we the youth, this is what we need to be learning, to be connected with, because these songs are beautiful and they are timeless. This artist I've come to talk to today, he also has been doing songs that are beautiful and timeless. He's a high life artist, and you know high life songs, most of them, if you get a good artist, they are always timeless, generation upon generation upon generation. I'm here with one of the pioneers that I have come to meet in the industry for high life, and he is none other but Dada Hafco. Dada Hafco, welcome to the Red Lounge.
Thank you. Thank you. What's happening?
I'm fine. How is life?
Yeah, everything is fine.
I'm sitting here and I'm just remembering the first time I met you was at Xylophone Studio, and I entered. I said, "Dada Hafco, it's in the side. This one doing sharp." Like over the years, you've been doing the panditry thing, and let's talk about the education of high life, because you have been pushing education with the high life. How has it been accepted, especially the year 2021, by we the youth? First,
I mean, first, thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
I think it's an honor to be here.
Oh, you know, I feel honored. Actually, I feel honored.
Yeah, I also feel honored to be here. I mean, OnePlay Africa is like it's home for me. You know, so being here is like I feel honored to be here.
Nice.
Now, when it comes to high life music, there is a certain misconception out there, and that is in two parts. One is that high life music is not dead. It has never died. It will never die.
Nice.
In the past decade, some of the biggest songs that has ruled on this side of the planet, they've been high life songs. The only difference is that the people who make them don't claim to be high life artists.
That is a bit.
Yeah, most of the big songs, if you can cast your mind back to 2010, and if we can name some of the bigger songs like Castro and Asamoah Ghana Girls, like Castro Asamoah Kofi Kinata, or like Higher Deo Nana Boro, like Double Christie, like R2B's or like Walai, like you can mention all of them up to 2021. Most of the bigger songs, even some of the biggest songs by rappers, have been high life songs. Sarkodie's album, I think the Mary album, was like had a lot of high life songs on there. Shatta Wale, even in that decade, Shatta Wale even won a high life song of the year.
Yeah.
So people would say that, oh, high life, but it's never died. But the thing is that the people who make them don't claim to be high life artists. So, for example, when I make a song, everybody knows, oh, that I've got a high life now. When a rapper makes a high life song, the people don't see it that way.
Why is that? They don't know what's a high life sound.
Because if you began your career as a rapper, every time you make a song, people see it as a rap song, even though it might be a different genre.
Is it a Ghana thing? Or
it's a Ghana thing. You understand? The people have boxed you. So any other thing that you do, no, you've been boxed. That's where it. Because for me, the people who make songs that I would say sounds very old. Like I could hear people's songs and feel like, yo, this has some very old vibe. But nobody talks about them that way. But when I release a song, we're gonna be like, I've got to me something for you more, like, you know what I mean?
I know R2B's recently dropped a very old tune.
Exactly. But people don't see it that way simply because they haven't come out claiming that. They haven't fronted that. You understand?
Yes.
R2B, when they dropped, there used to be some old time song. They dropped some, I've forgotten the title. Nobody ever spoke about that, you know. So the people, the mindset of the people have boxed you. And that is how it works. Now, the second part is that we don't appreciate or cherish what is supposed to be ours. And And that is not a thing even with high life. It is the way the Ghanaian thinks.
The Ghanaian specifically?
Yes, the Ghanaian.
Wow.
The people who brought us into this world to become Ghanaians, those who raised us, and those who nurtured us. They never put it in us to believe in what we have. That is why when we were kids, when you go to school and you speak Twi, you get beaten. That is your language.
No vernacular.
And you are being told not to speak your language. Now, when we were kids, when you are in the house, the only time the best or the brand new Pyrex bowl will be used to serve food is when a foreigner is coming into the house. That is the only time that Pyrex bowl will be used to serve food. The only time you will get chicken to eat is when it's Christmas. Other than that, it is a foreigner who will come to the house. So we have been a people whose mindset has been tuned to worshipping foreign things, foreign stuff. We are too hospitable. We're too hospitable. So people come in here and thrive, but we can't go anywhere and thrive. We can't also thrive in our homeland. So it is the Ghanaian mindset. You know, look at how we jump to foreign culture. We embrace foreign culture. The foreigners don't do that. They do not do that. Have you ever heard any South African saying, "I'm doing high life"?
No.
You hardly hear that.
Even when you can hear a bit of high life, they will find a way of linking it back to their home.
Exactly, because that is how it's supposed to be. If you go to Cote d'Ivoire right now, the world could change and play different sounds, whatever. They are still doing francophone.
I went on OnePlay one Sunday. Normally, I listen to the songs that are trending, and then I went to Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
I finished Ghana, and it was, as usual, swamped with other people's songs. Yeah. Then I went to Cote d'Ivoire. Their top 100 songs. No English song. I'm like, how did they do it?
That is because, you see, the orientation of the populace was such that they made them to believe in who they are and what they have. We did not have that. Our orientation was to believe. Look, back in the days, in the years gone by, when JQ Dems were in the space, JQ Dems had found a sound that we could use to represent Ghana. But people started coming out, but that was the typical Ghanaian sound. That was a sound, something we could have pride like.
Give me a song that had that kind of sound. Let me see if I can remember that sound. Because I know JQ was.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, people started talking about the fact that Jama too local, we need to play foreign stuff, and that is how come people started calling a certain genre GH rap. I don't know if you ever heard it.
GH rap.
Yes, back in the day, they were swinging from hip hop. It was a thing like when you do hip life, you crashing in.
Wow.
So people were like,
I thought hip life was the hip form of the highlight they didn't even want.
It got to a point. Hip life was being branded as in Krasinema. So people were moving away from it and doing GH rap. You understand? So we have been a people who never wants to appreciate what we have, and that is what they seem to be making high life look like. It's like when you do high life, we are crashing it. So people do it, but they don't want to claim they do it. You understand? So there are a lot of musicians in the space who have won high life awards, but they've never called themselves high life artists.
Wow. Let's take a break and then come and look at how high life fared the year 2021. We'll be right back.
Don't look me like zombie. Don't play with me. I know Bilu do or chobi. Don't play with me. Yo, people, these are the original AK songstress, the Dancehall Empress, the Don Dana, and you're watching OnePlay Africa. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
You're welcome back to the Red Lounge. I am here with Dada Hafco. He has actually iterated some form of, is it disorder or problems that has got to do with the high life genre, especially here down in Ghana. Now, I know that every year there's a new wave of sound that passes through the system. I think 2020 we had the drill heavy, and then in 2021 a bit of the drill, and then Yeah, who I say maybe yes, maybe the Amapiano sound, a bit giddy giddy giddy, and there were even conversations about to start. Should we even have Amapiano awards or something like that? And I know even Ghana, December there will be festivals Amapiano. How did the introduction of sounds like that or waves like that affect the high life that I mean people are not even trying to give them maximum attention to here in Ghana?
It actually does not affect high life.
Oh.
It actually limits our music as a country.
You have to explain that for me to get
it. Because you see, I keep saying that the reason why your name is Tilekwe Nipa and my name is Teribuama is because of identification. Right?
Yeah.
Your father gave his name to you so that in his lineage you will be linked to his lineage. So if we're looking for the family people who are called Nipa, it is your line. Same way with me. Mr. Boama gave me Mr. Boama because he wants that lineage. In the music world, every country also is channeling an identity of their sound. So that is why when you are in Vanuatu and reggae is played, it is straight up linked to Jamaica. When hip hop is played, it is straight up linked to America. Today, as we speak, if Afrobeat plays anywhere in the world, it is straight up linked to Nigeria. If Kwaito or Amapiano is played, it's straight up linked to South Africa. What will be played for it to be linked to Ghana? People don't look at the bigger picture. That's the problem. 3 nights ago, I was watching Golden State Warriors and the New York Knicks, a basketball game, and it was a big game because a history was going to be made in that game. And when they were about to start, Burna Boy's music was playing, and this was Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
America, the garden. If you know about Madison Square Garden and they mention Madison Square Garden, you know that it's big. And when Burna Boy's music was playing, the moment you hear his accent, the sound, you know where it's coming from. Ghana Nyumbene bought such a platform for anybody to link it to Ghana. We do not have a sound. We do not have an identity. We are always jumping on people's sounds. But it's one thing for a fact though. Ever since High Life was established here, genres have come and go. High Life is and still is. So when people get into different sounds, it does not affect High Life because High Life is your button team. It will be there forever. People will go and come back. The funny thing is that any Ghanaian born by Ghanaian parents, fed and brought up by Ghanaians, parents, whatever it is, they have High Life in them. So even in our attempt to jump onto different sounds, most of our melodies and our writings comes back into the High Life zone.
I see. So
we can't even run away from it. So you hear rappers, Ghanaian rappers, when they jump on a sound, it do be our High Life because that is what we were brought up with. It is in our veins, in our DNA. You know what I mean? So that is how it works. So when people jump on different sounds, it does not affect High Life, but it affects our music. The identity of our music gets into a confused state because which one is representing us?
Okay.
Last year was the year of return, right?
Yes.
And I happened to have a friend who came from the diaspora. And we went somewhere, and then he actually had told somebody that why do I keep hearing this particular artist, man, I keep hearing him all the time. And eventually, what we got to find out with? It wasn't the same artist. It
was different artists.
It was different artists, but he hears the sound as different. Like, the same. What did I say? And then and unfortunately, they weren't Ghanaian songs.
Oh.
They were foreign songs, like our neighbors' songs. I was like, so you see, because if a foreigner comes here wanting to hear things that are produced by the indigenes, and what we represent and what makes us.
I mean, most of them, that is why they come here, to come and discover something
Exactly.
new, something indigenous to the place they've come to.
Exactly. I saw a Prince Charles video where they were coming to Africa. I think the recent one. And then, you know, the time he and his mom came to Africa was, I think, right after independence. So in the video, Prince Charles is old now. In the video, he said that, oh, Ghana, I can't wait to come and share and dance to some of your sweet high life music. Because the last time I danced to some was years back when me and my mother came down there. So it tells you that when he came at first, there was an identity, there was something about our music which had an identity that he went back with. And he's telling me as that, oh, now that I'm coming back after so many years, I'm hoping I can still come and get. But are we still producing that?
Well, we have the likes of you holding that for us.
Yes, but if we had it in abundance, we would have a certain identity, putting our music out there. You understand? As a country, when you go to some countries, people don't wear clothes. Swaziland, Monia, I think they have some tribes they don't wear clothes. You know why? They want to identify themselves. To which she will be on Shatta and say, oh, we mean no. They want to. In the music business, you know, that is how it works. That's how it works. That's why when you go to Jamaica, it's reggae or dancehall. When you come to America, it's blues, it's R&B, it's hip hop, it's, you know, whatever they do. The country. You know what I mean? Today, when you go to Korea, K-pop is there. They do. When you go to UK, it's garage. They do. And Nigeria, they used to come here to learn our sound. TikTok told me that when he was that big, and he went to Nigeria, when they were even listening to a Ghanaian song, that's way I said what to Brofa. He would say, oh, no, speak that na your tree. And I like it. Yeah. But today, when you do a song in Chi, people will say, oh, Pesa International. Pesa Angelique Kidjo that she's singing in English.
No, one.
Pepe Kali, Salif Keita. People don't get the picture. Music is not supposed. Yes, when you sing in a language that somebody can understand, yes, it's good. But music is moved by melody, the rhythm that you hear. That's why you don't
have to go far. For young people, Yaba Pulupu, what are they saying?
Yeah.
It's not the sound that we are just dancing to over here. Yaba Pulupu, Yaba Pulupu.
I heard Michael Jackson's Human Nature. Why? It was produced by Quincy Jones. I hear Quincy Jones when he came to Ghana somewhere in the 60s or so. The biggest song in Ghana was Ain't No Bread, Bro, Bima. So that is where the sample comes from.
Wow.
Yeah, because producers, they listen songs all across the world to you know, create samples and all. So we must know as a people that we have something we must protect. If you think in the smaller picture, yes, I'm not saying everybody should go and do high life. Everybody must be allowed to do what they want to do. But there must be a deliberate attempt to protect, to boundary what we actually have that represents.
That brings me to my next question. The older generation, people that have lived their lives, have accumulated some form of wealth, are they also consciously trying to, whether or not, engage these artists to consciously protect them? Because I know that in Nigeria there are actually some rich men that are consciously investing in artists to protect their traditional music. What is that? You know, over to celebrate. They are doing it consciously, and it is something that we are accepting. Even I have listened to it. How about the older generation, those that grew with high life, those that loved it? Have they also at least made a conscious effort? Have some of them reached you to say that Dada Hafco with the Sika project? Are they doing that for the high life art music too?
Well, that is like a problem, simply because, you know, like I say, people don't think in the bigger picture. When I released my song, the latest song, Mami Honoso, the moment the song went out, let me tell you, some 3 people who reached out to me and congratulated me. First was Kechi Kwame Appiah. Second was Samuel Owusu, legendary Samuel Owusu. Third was Uncle Keke Kabobo.
Ooh.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because when they know that this is what we need to preserve, You know what I mean? This is it. But our people don't think like that. Now the onus is on us because we happen to be the generation who have seen the digital era and the analog era. So if there should be any change, the onus rests on us to do it.
Yeah.
We should be able to do it, and we must be able to do it because the older folks were only making music. There were people that artists who were not even doing high life music, who were called high life musicians back in the day. Some of them were doing pop. Some of them were doing even reggae and things like that. But they were called high life musicians because at that time, who was challenging the status quo? But we should be able to direct, put things. Willie Roy said something to me. Willie Roy said when the white people wanted to move from analog to digital, when they wanted to stop, the cassette and the CDs and then come to the soft copy and everything. They bought all the records in the shops. They bought all of them. Because if they had not done that, today, if you want to look for a song from 1940, like you wouldn't find it on the internet. But they bought all the records to make sure that from the olden songs, they have them all.
I know it's all education. I mean, if you like to learn like me, you make sure that the conversation moves a certain direction that after you are done with the interview, you can go and watch and learn and go and say somewhere and take your 3 points and move on. But Dada Hafco also has a project out and it's a cool project. So it's a very nice song. By the way, congratulations. I think I want to be the 4th person that congratulated you. Thank you. I like the project. Maybe how 1, 2, 3. I feel yeah, I come to you. But 2021, what happened here? What was not going well?
I think you are about the 4th person who has asked me that, you made a song and you are telling God, you see, if I'm making a song for me, it is a song for me, but basically it's a song for everybody. I can't be on the song and say, no. I'm the first person in the song, so I put myself in there. But when you listen to the song, you take me out, then you put you in there. That is how it's supposed to be. So it's not about me. It's about everybody who goes through that. I believe that there are tons of people in the world who face difficulties and challenges, and then they begin to entertain the thought that God has forgotten about them. Yeah. There are a lot of people who say that, my breasts come to my aid. My breast, even in our daily lives, you understand? Everybody has something they want God to do for them.
That's true.
So in the song, I am saying that, ever since I was born, my bonfires are my ya. Bibia ankoso. Nti I am shishie obre ni amane. Ni ameye bia na akosi baby. De bia metete sa bibi to mensem kura na ahye. Ebinum so mu ana ayeye. Ebinum edum nkwame so a debi. There are a lot of people, they do not go to church, they drink, they smoke, they womanize, they smoke cocaine, everything. But the moment they touch business, it goes. The people who also sleep in church, pray, wash the church, bath in the church, they do everything in the church, they touch business, it doesn't go. Adentia. No one has the answer unless God. So in the song, I am just putting it out there to go. It's a prayer song for everybody. Say, you can't give up on us. You need to come to our aid.
And I think the message is very timely because yeah,
the Eulitude is coming and everything. Everybody wants to, have a good life and everything. So it is a song that will resonate with everybody. I mean, in my music experience, I realized that people who have money. So when you make a song like this, like Charlie, have a boss and we actually me. When I did our story, You understand?
I was about to link the two of them.
But majority of the people, no, are the ones who are going through that. Because me, I go to church, and sometimes when you go to church and you see somebody is crying like, oh, soon, because somebody needs a baby for 10 years and back. The Oko hospital, there's nothing wrong with her too. You understand? So for such a person, when they hear the song, yesterday somebody had a song and the person was like, hey, Bibi a hiti pepa Bibi Tom and some cry nah shit. Like the person was like, that's it. I don't know what I do with the money, but me never buy my house, no. Nasa. You understand? So it is a song for me. I love to write.
This one, Obu has so only kind of problems. Onya how was can it turn it up one be a friend papa minute sword like I don't know.
Exactly. So all these things, you know, people have a lot of experiences. If you open the mic right now and you say people should come and tell you, people will tell you how we got. You understand? So for me, I make music that will live for years. That, you know, until this problem will never stop. It will never go away. So people will always love. Anytime somebody hears a song, the person can link it to something that's happened in their lives or something. So,
have you found a way of introducing this project to the church or to somebody that sings in a church? Because I think it's a song that can pass in the church.
Yeah. I haven't. I mean, somebody sent me a video sometime of our story being used for prayer session in some church.
Oh, wow.
It was on TV actually. So the person, you know, took a video and sent it, hey, what when you mean I bomb? And I'm like, yeah, if I'm an individual. So if I'm able to use my individual brain to make music for it to affect loads of people like that in a positive way, that alone is payment. Like it's like a reward for me. So, you know, because apart from the music being a business, I am also trying to impact society with the little intel God has given me. You know what I mean? So that's fair for me when it happens that way.
That's nice. I don't know. I'm just imagining God go change when I story.
Yeah, they were singing it in a worship form.
Hey, wow!
Yeah. So the person was on the keyboard. He will change our story, and they respond.
Oh wow!
You. Yeah, it was beautiful. You know?
How did you feel when you saw it? Like I know the song, but I'm feeling somewhere.
Yeah, I had goosebumps because, you know, like I'm saying, you are impacting people. Like here, you are seeing people going down on their knees and all of that, using your songs to worship. And Charlie, it's a cool thing. It's a cool thing, you know. It's a cool thing. Because you're not playing in the club for people to jump or anything, but, you know, this is happening in the church. You know, a place that is seemingly, you know, that's
untouchable,
or, you know, the holiest place of worship to God. So, like, it's a cool thing.
I think when finally Ghanaians, or when high life becomes plenty or abundant in the system, your name can never be lost in it. Wow. And I can't wait for that day, because then I feel like you've given so much to the space.
Yeah.
I think there should be a time that the space should be able to give back to you. Whether it's
some people still don't, I would say, but that one, it doesn't really bother me. Like if somebody does not rate me, or somebody thinks that, oh, Charlie won't finance won't feel, like I hear that a lot. You know what I mean? And it doesn't like deter me. For me, I think that I used to be a rapper. I used to follow hip hop. If the knowledge that me acquired in hip hop, it still is. I could still fall on that. I did some small rap. I mean, I could do that, but I have come to see the light. And a lot of people, most people are just ignorant. They will also eventually come and see the light. You understand? Because, like I was saying, if you go to Côte d'Ivoire, they do not care which artist is the biggest in the world. All they know is their music. If they rap on the soukous, the francophone. That is what they do. You understand? So when you go there, their artist is their thing. If you go to Diamond Platinum, he has never changed his sound. The man is in Hollywood. Last week I saw him in a video with Busta Rhymes and Styles P and all these guys in the studio. The same sound, no, you know, and speaking his native language. He does not sing in English, but he is there with them. He's rubbing shoulders with them. I didn't think Ghana, the Unyamba, somebody will come and give you, oh, Charlie, your song. So there was a time somebody, I think Kofi Kinata was having an interview, and somebody said, yeah, so Tony was, and then he asked them, did Michael Jackson ever sing in Chi?
Yes, I saw that video. It was a viral video.
You understand? And that was very smart. You come from Ghana for a reason. You were placed on this side of the earth for a reason. Respect your culture. Move on with the culture. Learn from others, but don't make it yours. Learn from them. Use it to, better yours and all. But stay true to your grounds. That's why if you go to any country in the world and you find Jamaicans there, they do not change their accent. Jamaicans don't change their accent.
Yeah.
If they live there for 1,000 million years, they do not change. Look at Indians. Indians in Ghana. Which Indian in Ghana will speak proper English, even though they've lived here for years? You could still hear the Indian way of speaking English in there. Kofi Annan at a point was the world's president. At a point. But his accent never changed. You understand? So, understanding who we are and embracing our culture and what we have is the number one thing we should be learning. If you go to South Africa today, the South Africans, their music, their way of life, their culture. Look at South Africa, they are series, they are drama series. You won't hear one person speak English in a minute without their language.
They show it on ATV Ghana.
They speak the English now, no, they Swahili.
You know it actually happens in their TV shows too.
Because
their TV shows.
Even on Twitter, if you follow any South Africa on Twitter, if you check their conversation, it is always one English line, one their language, one English line, because you must know, and those people actually have shown the way. In Ghana, from the year 2000 coming, Obi Kwabruchia, so suit pumping. It is actually Nigerian movies that actually open Ghanaians' eyes into wearing African stuff.
Wow.
Yes, because Ghanaians, anytime Ghana near Kobe, we always suit. But the Nigerians are actually through their movies made us understood, say, even engagement near there, where your African wear near there. Yeah, because Nigerians, you won't get them going wrong with that. If you ever see a video of Nigerian parliamentarians, none of them, you won't see one person wearing suits. Yes.
It's true.
Yes.
Dada Hafco is full of education. If we leave Dada Hafco today and you leave me with him, we'll never finish. But I hope you enjoyed yourself on the Red Lounge. Thank you so much for coming, and we truly, truly appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you too for watching, and please, if you have anything to do, do it now.
OnePlay. Add class to your music.